Google Sheet provides a wonderful Gantt chart. We are going to explore that template. Not only that, we are going to add a couple of columns in order to see how we can edit those columns and how we can make the wonderful Gantt chart for business purpose. You can go to Google Sheet, just put Google Sheet, and this is a website, docs.google.com spreadsheet, and you can find whatever the files you have open, it will show up. Not only that, it will show up the template. Just select Template Gallery and scroll down. You will find something called project management. Under the project management, you find Gantt chart, project timeline, project tracker, and so on. Let's say we wanted to start with Gantt chart. Just click on Gantt chart. So the Gantt chart template is there. Let's say the Gantt chart template you wanted to add, modify it. You will be able to modify right away. Let's say this is a Gantt chart for training example. And what is the title of the project, and what is who is the manager of it, and what is the company name, and what is the due date, everything, right? And also you can do that smart sheet tips also has been given there. A little bit of Gantt chart is there. Gantt chart visual timeline allows you to see the details about each task as well as the project dependencies. Dependency meaning in this case, what is the start date, end date, task owner, and the duration, the project, and so on and so forth, right? Let's see what are the main column it contains. It contains that the serial number. In the serial number, you find that the main topic, for example, project conceptions and initiation, and define and planning, and project conceptions again, initiation, and so on, right? Let's say I'm just keeping like simple plan, do, check, act, right? So, and under that you also have a subheading, let's say project charter and revisions, research, projection, stakeholder, and all that. Let's say I'm just adding a couple of more. Right click and you will find above, right? You will be able to add it, or you wanted to add next to this one, you will be able to add it below, right? Let's say 1.7. And let's say when you say plan, and then you also have to clear the objectives. You have to have a clear objectives and so on. And who is that an action owner, right? Let's say action owner is ABC. And what is the due date? Let's say due date, we're giving it something like this. Okay, copy this one and paste it here. Or what I will do, the end date of this, let's say this task may require 2 more days. So I will just work day, and then I'll just add a couple of more days to it, right? What it has done, so it has skipped 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, but it has skipped couple of days, which are weekends, right? So automatically is there, and then duration also you can calculate. So like this, anything you will be able to add the in number of rows can be added. For example, let's say in the do, you also have, right, simulation also as well. Let's say example, right? So you wanted before the risk management, you wanted to do simulation and then do the risk management, right? 2.5 simulation. Let's say the action owner is CDE. And what is the date? So you can add, let's say, end date of this. Let's say this task is required a couple of days. Maybe I'll use work day, comma. They say 3 days it requires, right? And then the next task may require, let's say, only 1 day, right? This date, comma, 1 day, just 1 day is enough. Let's say this task, risk management, again is a CFT task, may require more time. Maybe I can give work day, comma, 4 days, right? So 4 working days. So now this is all. First one is the due timeline. I mean, serial number has been added. Task description, you can, of course, task title or task title. Task description, you can add it. And who is the task owner? And what is the start date, due date, and what is the duration? Duration, there are two formula. One, you can use days 360, end date minus start date, that you can use it, or you can use the other formula also as well. For example, simply if you do, so this minus this, it also will hopefully will give the same value, right? It has given the same value. The best thing to use it, 360 formula, you can use it. Let's say later point of time, if you wanted to add the aging, everything, you will be able to add it. Start date here is slightly different. Start date should come first, followed by end date, and then you can give okay. Start date and end date, right? Yeah, sorry, I have to create that days formula. Just a minute. 360 days. So days 360 and start date, comma, end date, you can give okay. And this is the same way you can drag throughout the cell. Let's say you wanted to use it for this. Let's say you wanted, just for the easy purpose, I'm just copy pasting the same values. Okay, I'm just skipping this. Okay. Okay. So I'm just skipping project charter or maybe appreciations kind of things, right? Formal closure. Okay, maybe that I can call it as 4.5. And then once again, you can do that formatting. Okay. Okay, let's say again, you wanted to drag the same formula. Remember, days 360 is the formula I'm using it. So I will use the same everywhere here. Okay, so now the other formula also, duration also, like how many duration. So now it has been calculated. So you can see this is the duration it is taking it. Let's say all together you wanted to find out like how much duration is there. Just go to insert, right? I mean, click this one, duration, go to insert. I mean, go to form data. Sorry, go to data, column stats. You find it. You get some basic idea that how many people are there. Maybe like column G, we are interested, right? Just click on column G, column G, right? Yeah. So we have come to column G, and I'm just skipping the rows. This one, ignore the rows because this has the header. And you can see how many number of days everything is there. 76 is the one. Average days we are taking to each task, 3 days. Let's say you wanted to tighten that days to 2 days, still you will have control. Let's say you wanted to make it control, you have. So you will have high visibility that this is taking 76 days, almost like 3 months to close this task, right? Let's say you wanted to tighten, you of course you will be able to tighten, but you can do that as quick check in order to find out what's the end time, how much the duration it is taking, overall duration, you can easily find it out. So, and then the project closure, let's say before project closure, let's say you wanted to add one more column that indicate the status. Okay, that status I'm just giving in the form of drop down. Okay, you can go to insert. In the insert, you will find checkbox, but we need more than two choices, right? Go to the drop down. In the drop down, you can give like one is closed and the other one is in progress. And I'm adding another one. It's called open. That is age. I mean, class due date. Maybe I can put it. The other one is not started. Started some action. Let's say cancel altogether. Okay. So you can give like coloring. So like in yellow I'm just using it, and open I'm just using red because it is not completed, not started, maybe gray. Cancel, that's okay. Maybe I can use black, right? And then if you want to use any other thing, you can use it. So same thing. Let's say you can also do a conditional formatting for this. just clicking this one, let's say in progress. We we can do double click on this. So this is in progress. Let's say this is going beyond the due days. So let's say I'm just keeping open, and this is in progress, and then this is open. Maybe I will say this is 0%. Okay, then you can say not started, and let's say this particular one, let's say this has already been objectives been identified in project charter. Let's say we are canceling it. Can just say not applicable, right? So like this, you can easily, you'll be able to calculate this one. And similarly, if you wanted to have the same thing, because remember I have, because of this header, I have not copy pasted, right? You will be able to copy paste the same thing, same header and footer, right? Say you want, like, you can copy and paste it here. Let's say this we don't need, cancel it. We need only 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. You can copy and paste it here. Similar thing, I mean, this also has come up. I think this has 1 2 3 4 5. I think I copy paste 6. So 1 2 3 4 5. Fine, this is great. Now this is done. Let's say this is done and this is done. Maybe I'll copy paste this one. Okay, so based on your status, you'll be able to change it. Let's say you wanted to see all together how many are closed, how many are open, and all that. Just simply click on this, go to how we did that stat. Similarly, you will be able to do it. So you can go to that stat. In the stat, you will find, in the data menu, you will find something called column stat. In the column stat, you can see that in progress are 8, or close are 8, and open are 6, and so on and so forth. Easily you will be able to see that, right? What are the distributions, everything, right? And then similarly, you will be able to see everything. Let's say wherever close is there, let's say it meant to be 100. Now that you can, of course, you can very well do it. And then mainly this one, you will be able to find how many phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, everything, plan, do, check, tag, and all that, right? Instead of phase 1, phase 2, let's say you wanted to give plan directly the name of the phase, you will be able to do it. Do, check, and act, right? So, and then furthermore, let's say you wanted to see the status and you wanted to align it, you will be able to do it, right? So then not only that, you will be able, let's see what are the options you have. Of course, you can save the copy, you can share it, and currently it is with me, and you will be able to collaborate with others, of course, and you will be able to publish in the web also as well, right? Email, download, rename, and all that. Version history, everything you will be able to see, and all that. Edit will allow to copy paste, the same thing, simple function you can do. And view, you will be able to group them, freeze some columns and all that. Let's say I wanted to freeze this column, you can do, and all that grouping you can do. Insert is the one which you can do, pivot table also as well. Images, some images you wanted to add, or functions. Let's say minimum how much is there, maximum how many is there, all that mathematical things you can do, or statistical calculation, count if formula, all that you will be able to do it much fast in this way. And formatting you will be able to do, wrapping and text and all that you'll do. And then slicer, if you wanted to add the slicer, let's say you wanted to add the slicer across, let's say the status, right? Status will be helpful. This is status, due date, durations you have. And why it's not picking up the status? Maybe I have to copy paste this one. It is taking between B8, and let's say you wanted to select the column first. So status, okay. And then you can add the rule status, can give okay. You'll be able to add that status also as well, right? So this one, and you'll be able to add the status slicer for that also as well, right? And then you'll be able to see what is a completion, what is the duration, task completion, and all that you will be able to see it. And then let's say you wanted to add bit of in a pivot table, you will be able to do all that. You will be able to do from this one. And random range you wanted to create, you can do, and then create a new form, parallel one you can do. Spelling check, it is very useful for this one, because we don't want to be incomplete, or if any spelling mistakes are there, it may not look professional, right? You can always do that. No, all the spelling has been check everything, right? And extension, I have a couple of extension like macros, add-ons, and all that you will be able to do. And auto complete and all notifications, everything, and then trainings and all that, right? I hope you find it this one. Please let me know in the comment how you find this Gantt chart be useful for your project, and kindly use it and continue to excel in the career as well. So thank you so much.